Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Dylan and I run the tennis channel, Tennis with Dylan. I've been so fortunate to come on this media trip and I've had an amazing past few days experiencing what it is like at the resort as well as doing some activities. Spent the past couple of days in Costa Navarino, Greece, and I had an absolute amazing time. I have a full itinerary of what we got up to and I'm going to take you guys along with me, so I hope you guys will enjoy it. Costa Navarino is a sustainable destination in the Mediterranean located in the Mezzanino. Here's a little room tour at the Western Hotel. I'm staying in a deluxe room. This is the bathroom. Pretty amazing bathtub, as well as a little view overlooking the bedroom. Let's take a look outside. In Costa Navarino, there are 5 deluxe hotels and expanding. I'm staying in the Westin and it's around 200 euros per night. The peak times to travel are between May and September for the best weather. So I just had a nice warm shower and we're about to head out to our first restaurant. We're gonna go to Flames for the evening and I'm really looking forward to the meal and meeting the rest of the guys. We had a lovely meal at the restaurant and we got to find out a little bit more about each other as well as meet some of the tennis coaches at the Mouratoglou Tennis Academy. We also spoke about what we had planned over the next couple of days. Hope you guys will enjoy it. I woke up nice and early so that I could have a tour of the resort as well as going down to the beach to have a nice relaxation before breakfast. I've just popped down to the beach in between the hotel of Westin and Romanos, and as you can see the beach is absolutely stunning. Take a look at these views. The resort has everything you need with various shops, restaurants, cultural experiences, and many different sporting activities to keep you very busy and have a very fun time. Met up with the rest of the team for breakfast to fuel our bodies ready for the busy day ahead. As you can see, there was an amazing selection. I was looking forward to training at the Mouratoglou Tennis Center, and this was the first stop of the day. As you can see, they have absolutely stunning courts. The center has an amazing 16 tennis courts, 7 clay, 4 artificial clay courts, 4 hard courts, and the only grass court in the whole of Greece. Started off our session with a light warm-up all together, and this was a fun way to bond as well as try some new different exercises. The temperature was around 12 degrees in the morning, so a little bit cooler, but definitely heated up as the day went on. We had a little challenge in game, and as you can see, we had a lot of fun when doing our warm-ups. After our warm-up with no rackets, we then had a little brief discussion on what our plans for the session ahead before we started hitting a few balls. We started off lightly in the boxes and it was a little windy because we are very close to the sea with the seafront views. So we just had a nice little brief warm-up just to get the body ready for the session. So far we've just completed the warm-up and now we're just getting into some light hitting before we start off with a few exercises. Balls were bouncing pretty high, so I had to focus on getting my timing in before striking the ball faster. The first exercise that we're doing is the 2 versus 2. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit 2 shots each and then rotate. And this is going to be quite high and intense and it's going to be very fun. Check it out. The first exercise is great as it works on a little bit of teamwork as well as getting your eye in and focusing on the fast footwork. So after that warm-up, definitely we got our body moving a little bit more, ready for a little bit harder training. So did the same exercise and played the sum points out too. Very exciting now. I have a short period where I'm going to do a little bit of one-to-one coaching with the fellow coach Alex. This is going to be very interesting. We're going to work specifically on my forehand. In future, my forehand wants to develop into a bit more of a fierce weapon and a bit more consistency. So I'm keen to hear what Alex has to say about me learning and improving in my game. It was really fun to have a personal training session as I've not been coached in a long time, so check it out now. Hey guys, I'm here with Alex and Alex is one of the coaches at the Mouratoglou Tennis Center in Costa Navarino. Can you tell me a little bit about yourself, Alex?
Coaching at 2017 at the Kalamata Tennis Academy where I'm from. Started coaching juniors, under 10. I started with the adult development, then I did a bit of competition training there at the academy. I used to have the #1 and #2 in Peloponnese and in Greece.
Amazing.
Ages 12 and 14. This amazing project started at 2021. I got invited. I said of course I'm interested because Mouratoglou is one of the top academies in the world, so it was a huge opportunity for me and for all the coaches here. Alex found that when trading down the center of the court was no problem for myself, so we wanted to challenge myself a little bit and we also pushed a little bit working on a little bit of movement or direction. Let's start the point, let's say after 2 rounds.
Love doing this exercise as it works on your cardiovascular endurance, moving laterally as well as sometimes forwards and backwards. As you can see, I'm going down the line and Alex is going cross court, so there's a lot of movement as well as the live points at the end as well to make it more match realistic. In this next exercise, I am specifically working on my forwards momentum when stepping down the court, making sure that I contact the ball between my waist and my shoulder height for optimal contact strike zone. And I'm also making sure that I'm well balanced when recovering for the next shot. So as you can see, there's a marker for me going cross court. I'm recovering just slightly off center. We're doing a similar exercise when going down the line, and I'm making sure that I keep my shoulders sideways on, and Alex mentions making sure that you get your body weight transferring towards your target. So as you can see, as I'm hitting down the line, I'm making sure my body's going forwards towards that target zone.
Yeah,
forwards towards where you're aiming.
After you finish with the follow through.
Okay.
It's very important not to move and then put together something that you are not doing. This is what we in Mouratoglou call weight dispatch.
Weight dispatch.
Really pushing myself here, and as you can see, I'm really loading and driving and ripping the ball down the line with maximal force. The next part of the session, I have mic'd up Alex. Check it out.
Have implemented the serve and return inside the game, so whatever we are working on, you are doing it in realistic terms. The position of the cones. Now I want you to find that short angle, so I'm going to feed you the ball from where the basket is, and I want you to use that wonderful spin that you have, just to open up the court a bit. Yes. Good shot. If you take some power out of the shot, the trajectory and your angle can be even wider, so you can open up the court even more. So sometimes less power, it's better.
Shot where you push them wide.
Exactly. It's about the tactics. Okay, so you open up the court wide, your opponent is out, and then the whole court is for you to take. Good. Oof. Very good. Finish down the line. Yes.
We've now put the forehand into practice in a live ball situation. As you can see, I had a deep return and Alex hit a short angle, therefore opened up the court for me to attack, open the court down the line.
It's fun to play with a coach because everything works like clockwork, you know, everything goes right.
Just finished the coaching session with Alex. It was an amazing session. I learned a lot and great to connect with another coach around the world. So I hope you guys enjoyed it.
That wrapped up our 2-hour training session in the morning, and then we headed back to the Western Hotel to rest and relax before heading out to visit the local landmarks. For the first visit, we went to an area called Pylos, and this was about 30 minutes away from the resort. And Pylos was the palace of Castro. A really fun time experiencing the local history as well as the cultural experience in Pylos.
So we've just stopped off in a lovely little town called Pylos, and Pylos is a very small little village, and we're going to have a lovely coffee and a little break. Pylos is the best natural harbour of the Mediterranean in Navarino. The beautiful scenery here in Navarino is stunning. As you can see, Pylos is one of the best places in the local area.
After the quick stop in Pylos, we had a lunch at the bay, and they had absolutely stunning views, and this was an award-winning restaurant. Views are incredible and the food was very fresh and tasty too. We had a few local delicacies, and this was super nice to top off a relaxing afternoon. We had a little bit of downtime before we headed back to the Mouratoglou Tennis Centre for the second session of the day.
Super exciting to be playing on the clay courts at the Mouratoglou Tennis Centre this evening, and we're also going to be fortunate to be playing on the grass court.
We had a very fun afternoon of a lot of different games playing on the varying different services. As you can see, this was a little bit of doubles here, and we had a fun point. Check it out now.
Go Max! Best point!
Exciting to play on the only grass court here in Greece. As you can see, it's an absolute stunning court. First time playing on grass in a long time here.
If you have played on grass before, you will know the bounce is very low and the ball just slides through the court. This took some time in getting used to, but was super fun and very different. So it was an amazing opportunity, and thank you to Alex for letting us play on the awesome grass courts in Greece. At the very end of the session, I had to squeeze in a few serves just to really get the feeling of what it was like when loading and exploding on the grass courts.
So the grass court constantly under maintenance. The conditions here with the wind and you know, the sun, they water it, they actually overwater it.
Okay.
The grass needs to be more, more tough. It needs to be less bouncy and less soft. It needs to be hardened. The maintenance guys treat them like it's they are their babies, you know, with such care. They do the yearly maintenance, so the more we play on it and the more they roll it with the rollers, the better it's going to be.
After our training session, we headed back to the hotel to rest just before we had a cooking experience in the evening. This was to top off an amazing day. This was a full mezzanine menu cooked locally by the villagers, and this was super tasty. This was one of the starters, and it was doused in a honey sauce, which was very fluffy and yummy. Check out the menu, what a lovely treat.
So behind me we are cooking a Greek mezzanine menu and all the typical Greek meals and specialities that you would have in a dish. Super exciting, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
Some of us were asked to help out in preparing the meal, and fortunately I was not asked, as I'm not really a very good chef, but I got to see how the food was prepared and the love and care that they put into the different dishes. The meal was very nice, and it was a very cozy way to spend the evening. We appreciate the care that they put into the different meals, and this was a lovely way to top off my last night in Costa Navarino. Here is a selection from the final morning of my breakfast in Costa Navarino. I had a very filling breakfast with a variety of different fruits before heading to the Mouratoglou tennis center for my final session. I had an option on the last day to do an olive tasting, or bike ride, or play tennis, and I chose to play a little bit more tennis. I wanted to film some more videos and get a little bit more reps of hitting under my belt. Although my time was short here in Costa Navarino, I had an absolute amazing time, and I will definitely be back in the near future soon.
I'm super grateful for coming on this amazing trip, and thank you to the media team for inviting me on this amazing excursion to visit what it's like at Costa Navarino Resort. I hope you guys enjoy the video, and if you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section below, and as always, be sure to subscribe. Take care guys, I'll see you in the next video.